It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we're gonna...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Slot man moves right. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Moore, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Here's Pacheco headed right. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Samuel got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll look to throw now on first down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. Samuel over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. From the 24 now, here's second down and 3. Back to throw. Samuel able to hit his target, Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll look to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Looking to throw. Samuel eluding the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action. And it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Oh, look at the juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. Remember, he called his own number on the touchdown run earlier, and that's something he's been able to do with some frequency this season, as you see here where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Back to throw. Samuel. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Rolling to his right. Nifty move. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Operating from the gun. Samuel. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Moore, the motion man. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Samuel
over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Samuel. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jalen Carter
coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Samuel.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, Samuel.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Operating from the gun, Samuel. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Samuel.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Milton Williams
gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Samuel toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Rondale Moore, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Trevor Siemian, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. C.J. Stroud, another terrific performance as his guys up their record now to 11 up and 2 down. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Holding offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Samuel.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons
getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington, with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Back to throw again.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Samuel.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. They're 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Samuel. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jalen Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That good for 22 and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
toward the sideline, intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Hurts.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Samuel. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Pacheco off the option. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
False start. Offense.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Samuel. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now a 2nd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
This one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on... So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception.